Hello and welcome. Today is what I hope to be my first review of many of double O gauge locomotives and possibly N gauge locomotives, and who knows, O gauge locomotives. My first review is something no doubt most of you have got this week. Bachman have announced this locomotive for quite some time now, and it's been their top seller, including E. Hatton says it's selling out fast. That is, of course, Bachman's C-Class 060. This version here is the one based on the Bluebell Railway, number 592. This one here is in its original Southeastern Chatham livery. You can't see it yet, but we're going to do some close-ups to show you the unboxing. I've yet to run this locomotive, and I'm sure you'll be very pleased that I am at the detail that's gone into this product. So, let's look at the product. As you can see, this is Bachman's packaging. Very nice. You can see part of the locomotive here through this window. And as always with Bachman, they give you a description of the locomotive and its past and history, and if it's preserved or not on the back. So let's have a look at it. So it talks about the C-Class. It says at the end of the 19th century saw the formation of the Southeastern and Chatham Railway, united with the Southeastern and the London Chatham Dover Railway under one management committee. Following the inauguration of its new locomotives and carriage superintendent, Harry Wainwright. Harry Wainwright being one of the creators of this locomotive, and also the P-Class as well. And, here's a secret, they say Bachman are possibly making a H-Class, but don't tell everyone. Anyway, let's have a look and see what's inside the box. As you can see, it's pretty simple packaging. Out you go. Then we got this. This is where it gets more fun. Come on. Instructions, warranty, box can go over there. Locomotive. Sliding out. This is much better than Hornby's packaging. They should really take some notes from this Hornby. And there's the locomotive. There's a lot of detail in bits and pieces here, which I don't want to take out because they're very fine, and there's one thing they really should try and do is probably do brass etch pieces because they're a little bit stronger than these plastic pieces. Right, so here's the locomotive. Wow, very nice. Let's just pop her out. There we go. It's the first time Bachman have done this type of locomotive. There are kits available, and one of them you can see online in the link just over here. You'll see to the Bluebell Model Railway, which is by Matt Wickham, and Matt Wickham has done a kit version, and he's already done a review of this, and I can see why he has a few hang-ups of this locomotive. The livery is very nice, this pre-grouping livery. As you know, after pre-grouping, every locomotive became the southern region, and they lost all this colouring and they became sort of black with sunshine lettering. You can get that locomotive, but I've yet to buy that. It's a bit too expensive at the moment. As you can see, the locomotive is superiorly detailed. It's even got Southeastern Chatham Railway on these little boxes just under the wheels. You won't be able to see them on the camera here, but to get them down there, that's very impressive, Bachman. The cab detail is really nice. I don't want to bend this all the way around. You can see the firebox, the regulator, see water valves, pressure valves, all the bits you would expect to see inside one of these. The lining as well along the wheels. This is really impressive as well, because if you're doing a kit version, this is most part a lot of people when they do pre-grouping try to avoid because it's really hard to do and it can be very tricky. The buffers are sprung, pockets at NEM. The coal here, apparently, according to instructions, is removable, but I think you may have to unscrew it, because it's always nice to add in real coal. That way the locomotive looks a bit more realistic. And as you can see, this is the one preserved on the Bluebell, number 592. So if you go to the Bluebell, you're bound to see this one running. Another thing that Matt did point out is that this locomotive doesn't have tender pickups. Now, tender pickups are quite nice because they give the engine a bit more motion. And it's got a nice gap here, which I don't like, between cab and tender. Although you can get small brass pieces to bridge that gap, which would be nice, and you can fit a crew in here quite easily. Now, it's another thing, Bachman, please release your painted crew. People have been waiting for nearly a year now. And yes, again, I think this is really nice. This will look good on anyone's layout, especially if you wanted to do pre-grouping and you didn't feel like you wanted to do a kit. Sprung buffers here, and of course this came attached to the train. The front coupler here is a chain link plastic. You can remove it and add a NEM coupling if you wish. I think it looks rather nice like this. They're called sprung buffers. Of course, unlike Hornby's, they don't put metal sprung buffers. These are the plasticky ones. It's much better when they're metal because you get that nice chink if you get close couplers. So yes, there is a seam across the top here, which I can see, not too nice, and a little bit of dust. No, all in all, quite a good locomotive. Now let's see it running. Right, well, we've got it on our rolling road here. Good advice to buy one of these. You get to see the locomotive roll, and you can also check for any faults. So let's give it a go. All aboard to Sheffield Park. Very smooth. That's although this is only a 19 volt, and this is only at 12 o'clock on the dial. I'll just crank it up just a little bit more. Very nice. Very nice motion as well. It's very smooth. This is only DC. You would need a 21-pin decoder if you wanted to go DCC. And of course, with any locomotive, you have to run it in fully, an hour each direction, forward and backward, so the motor gets a nice workout. Very nice. And of course, another great thing is, I believe there's space enough to put in a sound chip. So, if you could get a sound chip of this C-class moving in action, that'd be really nice to see. So whoever can get that first, send me a link. I'd like to have a look at it. Let's increase the speed a little bit. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Just like the real thing. Shame it does need some crew. Right, let's try and reverse. Slow her down. Chuff, chuff, chuff. Switch to reverse. Now we're going reverse from Sheffield Park. Chuff, 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 chuff. A little bit more speed. A little bit more. There we go. They wouldn't really be going this fast on one of these. That's really smooth. It is a shame, again, the gap here. But then, of course, this is also for curves. But you can easily fit in a footplate there, so you won't get a... so you won't have much of a gap. Let's keep that there. Right, so there you go. Tell me what you think. If I get more likes and views, I may do more of these. I did say I was going to do a review on Hornby's Cheltenham, the schools class locomotive. So see you around. Thanks for watching.